Hi, everyone. Welcome to this video. I'm Debra Kasowski. We are going to be talking about what would you do if you knew that you were guaranteed results. Stay tuned. Welcome. So we're going to talk about this guarantee of success. And I have three things that I'm really going to stress with you today. And that is about putting your foot on the gas pedal. And it is G.A.S. That's going to be the acronym that I'm going to go with today. And we're going to get to that. But I want you to know that this episode is about guaranteeing results. And it is about G.A.S. So that's your acronym to hang on to. So if you were guaranteed results, if you knew you could not fail, how would you be showing up differently? Now, it was a good reflection and a good hot topic to talk about with you today, because I was thinking about, will some people rush to get to their results, or will they take their time knowing that it'll be there when they're ready? Will they postpone it because of family, time, resources, kids, all these other things that hold them back? And that's often what we see with coaching clients. I'll put it off till tomorrow when everything settles out. And then tomorrow never comes. So what I want to encourage you to do is thinking about if you were guaranteed results. Now, right now, you are getting results with whatever actions you're taking right now. And you might look around and say, oh, well, Deb, these are my results. These are not what I'm expecting. Well, the world gives you feedback all the time. So your environment around you, your income, your relationships, I want you to take a look at those things. And when you're looking at them, those are your results right now. Now, if you knew you could not fail and you had these guaranteed results, how would you show up differently? Who would you need to be? See, the thing is we often are operating from our current circumstance, and we can't see ourselves in this vision of who we need to be because we've never taken the time to really slow down enough to say, who is it that I want to be? And backwards engineer that and looking at those guaranteed results. If I have a guaranteed result, what would that person, myself, be doing to achieve the monetary income that I'd like to, the relationships that I want to form, the friendships, what would my extracurricular activities look like? How would I be showing up in my place of business or leadership? What is the legacy that I plan to leave? So all of these things help us think about, if we're guaranteed results, there's two things that must happen. Because, we're often taught that put in the hard work and effort. And that's something I definitely want you to trust. When you put in the hard work and effort, that trust that you will get to the results that you want. And sometimes there's a detour along the way, and it doesn't end up the way we anticipated it to, but it's the way that it needed to unfold for many variety of reasons. And one of the things that I've learned, if I want to guarantee my results, it's because I have intentionally not only put in effort, but not to a point of exhaustion. I have a passion for what I'm going after. It's important to me. And here's the key thing. When we guarantee results, and if we're coming from a place of knowing that there's going to be success, there's this fueled passion, this undescribable feeling that in your heart of hearts that it's going to be successful. And you're able to tune out the naysayers, the doubters, and all of that when you have such focus. The other thing about the guaranteeing results is the ability to take responsibility for your results or lack of results. So again, look around you at your environment, look at your financial monetary gains, your current circumstance. That's your result right now, but that's not who you are becoming or who you're meant to be. So no matter where you are right now, you're exactly where you need to be learning this lesson. Otherwise, you wouldn't be listening or watching this video. So what I want to encourage you to do is to look at the areas in your life that are functioning really well. They give you clues. They give you ideas of where you excel the most. And then look at the areas that are kind of off kilter, the areas where you need to maybe pay a little bit more attention to and intentional action to go with it. Because, if you knew you could not fail, what are the things that you would be doing? What are the actions that you would be? How would you be dressing? How would you be walking? How would you be, conducting yourself with others? The fear of not achieving should be the part that drives us to move into that action, so that you don't have regrets in later life. So let me ask you this. If you were guaranteed results, and sometimes I think of this when people think of a crystal ball. If I knew exactly how things would plan out, would I be putting in the effort that I would be? Or would I rush things? Or would I take my time knowing that eventually it'll come with no real passion behind it? So one of the things that I really want to think about, it's not that crystal ball, but is to really think about, if you had the mentality, the thoughts and feelings around it, that you were guaranteed success by the efforts that you put in, the actions, how would things be different? Would you be walking your talk, or would you be, yeah, it would be nice. You wish for things, and other than I'm going to go get it. So that takes me on to the gas pedal. So let's take you to your gas pedal. So GAS stands for G.A.S. So we're going to talk about goal, get it. So goal, get it. It's the part of somebody who is guaranteed results. They're going to map out a plan. They're going to write out their goals. They're going to create milestones along the way. They're going to reverse engineer what they need to do to guarantee that success. See, there's a plan of action that guarantees the results and guarantees the outcomes. And only 3% of people actually write down their goals and solidify them on paper or share them with someone. So when you can do that, you're already in the top 3%. So goal, get it, write it out, put your thoughts and ink it on paper. Because when you ink it, you make it tangible. And when it's floating around in our heads, it doesn't feel tangible. It's not real. And then we can slip like a fleeting thought. Instead, I want you to pull it back, put it on paper somewhere where you can review it at least twice a day. Review those goals twice a day and keep them on the forefront of your mind. A goal getter. That's one way that you're going to be showing up differently than everyone else. Number 2, A, is for action. Action aligned with your words. So when you say that you're going to do something, you're going to follow through. The key is follow through. And the follow through of your actions match your words. You're not going to be just a person who talks the talk. You're going to be the person who walks the walk, and making your actions align with your words. S stands for say yes to what matters most. And this is really important because we're going to say no to some things, but we're going to say yes to what is most important, what is aligning with the goals that we have set. And are we focused in, zoned in on exactly where we're going? If you want to accelerate in life, you need to put on the gas. You need to goal get it. You need to have actions that support your words. And you need that follow through by saying yes to what matters most. Otherwise, you can stay where you're at and not move forward because your foot will be continuously on the brake, embracing fear, doubts, and worries. And when you come into your mindset and say, if I was guaranteed results, if I knew I could not fail, what is the action I would be doing now? What type of thoughts would I be thinking? How would I feel about who I am and what I'm going to be doing on my mission and the impact that I'm going to have in the world? What are the actions that I would be doing if I knew I would not fail? When you come with that driven energy, the drive for success, that if you knew you were not failing, you would put in so much different energy into what you're doing. But instead, we have these subconscious messages that say, hey, you know what? I'm not sure you can do that. And that inner critic becomes a strong voice. And this is where I want you to banish your inner critic, silence it for good, to know that you are very capable of handling whatever is standing before you. But we need to make sure you have passion for what you're going after and take 100% responsibility. And it's not going to be blaming the economy. It's not going to be blaming the weather or complaining about other people. You are taking full responsibility for your thoughts, your feelings, your actions, your behaviors, and ultimately the results that you're getting. So if you're going to guarantee results, think about how you need to show up. What is the identity that you are going to, what's your persona? Don't let that inner critic sabotage you. You are stronger than you give yourself credit for. When you're guaranteed results, you're going to speak with conviction. You're going to have confidence in yourself to take the actions because you don't know any different. See, you know, when we're kids, we'll go down the water slide. We'll go on the skateboard. We'll go on the roller coaster. But as we get older, exposed to different experiences, we start having doubts in our abilities somewhere along the way. And I want you to have, I'm not telling you that you need to do those things right now, but what I am telling you is to have the spirit of curiosity of what's possible for you, the spirit of engagement with others and being curious about the world around you. If you are guaranteed success, what would that look like? I am curious to know, how would you show up? Who would you need to be? What would you need to do? And what do you need to have in order to guarantee that success for yourself today?